I'm Jord, he's Bash.
I am, and today, as you can see, we are joined by Swansea legend, Mr. Wayne Routledge, everybody.
There's no applause around here.
Wayne, thank you for coming on the channel, bud.
No problem.
So to get things started, get to know you a little bit, we're going to start things off with a little quick fire question. Are you ready?
No, but let's try.
Let's get into
Don't
it.
put too much thought into it.
Go on, Jord.
Night in or night out?
In.
Right in. Okay, ghosts, are they real or not real?
Not real.
Real. Okay.
What's your favourite flavour of crisps?
Ready, solid.
Pretty solid. Are we going for a 3 p.m. kickoff or a night game?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay.
Huge one for you. Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
Surely.
In a restaurant, starter or dessert?
Star.
Starter, yeah, fair.
TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram.
Call or text?
Text all day.
Text, yeah, it's got to be text.
Biggest club in London, Wayne?
Really?
Yeah.
Biggest club in
Biggest
London?
club? It's a big question.
It's huge.
It's a big question, but I've got to say at this present moment, Tottenham.
Yeah. Ketchup or mayo?
Neither.
Neither. What are you going for?
Sweet chili.
Sweet chili, okay. Alright, we'll take it.
So, chick flicks, love them or hate them?
That's a
Be
guilty
honest,
love 'em.
be honest.
Can tolerate them.
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean,
that.
secretly love it. Are we going for a roast dinner or a fry-up?
Roast dinner.
Roast dinner, okay, man.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Last but not least, Ferrari or Lamborghini?
Ferrari.
Ferrari. Nice. That brings an end to the quick fire questions. Easy as that.
That was our opportunity to get to know Wayne. Now we're going to do it on a bit of a deeper level. Okay, Bash, you're up first.
Alright, okay, so looking back at your career, Wayne, who was the best defender you ever came up against?
I'll probably say Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole.
Yeah, Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
He's just an unbelievable defender.
Yeah.
He could go both ways. He could physically deal with you. He understood what you were going to do, but he would just the thing that sticks out of him is his recovery.
Okay.
So even if you by hook or by crook did beat him, his recovery is just
Really?
unbelievable. So yeah, allowed him to obviously have the career he had and do what he did in football. So, and also he's a great guy.
Wayne, so who was the most underrated player you ever played with?
Ooh, underrated.
Yeah, take your time. It's not an easy question. That.
It's not. I played with a lot of players.
Who didn't get the credit you felt they probably deserved? Who was integral in the team and just didn't get the limelight?
There's a lot. The one that springs to mind probably in my time at Swansea would be someone like, maybe like Angel Rangel.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, yeah, obviously he was Swansea for a long time, and he was always play at right back, but because of his upbringing in Spanish football and stuff, he'd be able to play one touch constantly, so it allowed us to get out from the back a lot, and you could build a lot, and he'd understood the game so well, but maybe he didn't get the credit he deserved.
Okay, so looking back at the previous clubs you played at, if you had another chance to try and make one of them work, is there like a certain one you wish it would have worked out better, or everything happens for a reason?
Everything happens for a reason, but Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Palace.
Yeah, that's where I learned everything.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm from South London, and I come up through the, weren't even academy. Was it academy then? It was almost like a YTS transfer, youth training scheme, transferring into the academy to the beginning of it, and it was just an amazing time with great people, and it taught me so much. But
Yeah.
the way I left there didn't go down too well, but like I said, it happens for a reason, and that's what it is.
Wayne, what's the funniest moment you've ever had on the pitch? Or in the dressing room maybe? Has something happened that sticks out?
On a pitch, I remember we was playing at Anfield. I had a 1v1 versus, I think it was Maurice Skirtle, and I went past him, whatever, and he rugby tackled me. However, as he rugby tackled me, he ripped my shorts.
No.
Yeah, so I'm standing in the middle of Anfield in a pair of white fronts because my shorts were ripped. So I had to literally take them off. Someone had to come on with another pair of shorts, and in the middle of Anfield.
Oh, that's
Get
brilliant.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Get on another pair,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
What's your funniest memory off the pitch? Could be teammates, could be travelling to an away game.
There's probably a few. I think the one funny one was it was just stupidity really. It was at Swansea. Yeah, pure stupidity. We just there was a few of us. I think it was about 5 or 6 of us, and we just decided to wear the worst outfit we could possibly get.
Okay.
From our wardrobe. So yeah, it was wild.
Was it to train into a night out?
No, literally to come into training, and I don't know. Did we go out for lunch after? I can't remember. But like,
Yeah.
you had noughts with the worst horrendous shoes in the world. Bart's had like a camo gilet thing. There was just some horrible, horrendous stuff. But at the time, it was funny. But I still don't even know why we did it. So.
It's funny.
Yeah,
Funny,
just fun and games. Yeah.
Where was the worst place to play away? The worst ground you ever went to, for whatever reason?
I don't know, because everything's. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just an experience,
Just
right?
different,
Yeah. So I wouldn't say bad. Just all of it's different experiences. Because obviously you're saying about bad. It's not so much that it's bad, but if you're going to, I don't know, if you're going to the Emirates away with an amazing facility, or Stevenage away, it's a total different aspect of looking at it. So.
Can you remember a ground where you're like, this is loud?
The Den.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, being a kid going to play at the Den for Palace away game, that's my first real hostility moment. And
How'd you
getting
deal with
smashed. Just play football.
Just get on with it.
Yeah, like
Do
you
you
have to
block it
understand.
out when you're playing Wayne? Is it like a selective attention?
No, you can hear certain bits and pieces, but you're predominantly there to play football, right?
Yeah.
And you want to play football. It doesn't matter if you're playing in front of nobody or 50 or 60 or 100,000.
How special was it to play with Michu?
He's just an unbelievable character.
Yeah.
Great guy. Very, very simple. Very humble, but just a simple guy. But he just had a knack of scoring goals.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody arrive how he arrived that year.
Okay.
He took the league by storm, didn't he?
Yeah, he took it by storm, but it was how everyone came in and fought. Like, because we played him as like a false nine, right? So everyone was like, "Oh, he's a striker," kind of thing. It's like, no, he's not. He just arrives in the right place at the right time. So I think back how Lampard, he would arrive where people can't.
That's fair.
You know,
Yeah.
can't pick him up, and so he weren't playing against striker. I mean, the centre backs all the time. He was just arriving at the right place, and the amount of goals that he'd score by shooting through people's legs, it was almost like an art form. So
Yeah, and that's something you can't really teach or practice. It's kind of just like instinct,
Yeah, it's
really,
instinct,
isn't it?
impulse almost, I guess.
it is. You have a knack of doing it, right? Like, I mean, you go back to like great goal scorers, and it's like you can't teach that. It's just there, and once you have it, you don't actually lose it until you actually can't do it anymore.
What is the loudest ground you've ever played at?
As much as I hate to say this, when you're losing at Old Trafford,
Yes.
it's loud.
Sure.
It's almost piercing, so it goes through.
Really?
When attack comes out, that's one that sticks in my mind. The other one is when you're at Anfield before the start of the game, you never walk alone. That's goosebumps kind of.
Is it easy to get intimidated at that stage?
I don't think I've ever been intimidated.
What does it do to you?
playing
Does it
football.
give you an extra yard? Does it sort of, I don't want the ball for the first 5 minutes?
So for instance, my mum's from Liverpool,
Okay.
so I'm a Liverpool fan. So for me to go play at Anfield, you never walk alone, blah blah, goosebumps. Let's go
Okay.
play.
Wow.
At Old Trafford, it's more like, do you know what? We're under the cosh here.
Yeah.
Let's have a think about what we're doing,
Sure.
regroup and go again.
Yeah. Try and survive.
Yeah, try to survive till
Weather the
half.
storm.
What is the most memorable team talk you've ever had? Is there anyone that stands out?
The one that goes in my head is we were playing the FA Cup at Swansea. The first year I was there. Brendan was the manager, and we had a horrible first half. I remember he came in and we all sat down and there was nothing said, and all of a sudden he like kung fu kicked the tactics board. He just like, imagine Brendan Rodgers flying through the air with his foot.
Really?
Because he was not happy. But
Can't even picture it.
no, I know, because he's so calm and collective, and he was great. He understands footballers, he understands football, he understands it to a T. So he's just a great person and a great manager, right? But everyone has that point where they lose it, and for that split second he lost it.
Wow.
But it had the effect. We won the game.
I
So.
was gonna say,
did it get the reaction?
Yeah.
So what is next for you, Wayne?
What is next? So at present, I'm helping a few of the boys at Unique Sports Group.
Okay.
Helped me my whole career, and kind of way of giving a little bit back and helping boys that are not a bit stuck, but you know, like I've been there. It doesn't always go right, and
Yeah.
if I can say something or go and sit down and have a chat with them and give them a bit that gets them through whatever they need to, then so be it.
So that must obviously mean a lot to you. Obviously, you've been through it. So do you think there needs to be a bit more of that in football? Someone helping you a bit?
Yeah, I mean, when you're, and I spoke briefly to you, when you're in the middle of the game and whatever, and you're a footballer in the middle of it, you're in such a small bubble and everything is very, very narrow-minded and short-sighted. There's a big world out there.
Sure.
So football consumes you once you're in it. But it's almost like you have to get a sense of a little bit of bring it back to reality, as in you're doing the best job probably in the world, right? And everyone will want to do it.
Yeah.
So don't ever get too up. Don't ever get too down.
Sure.
You're in the best moment you're going to be in your life, so you have to enjoy it because it goes so quick. And once it's gone, you're not getting it back. Yeah, I mean, it's not life. Football's never always going to be perfect, right? And you're going to have bad days, you're going to have good days. But to understand that you're doing something that you've worked so hard for, like all them Sunday mornings, all them training sessions your mum and dad take you to in the rain, in the snow, and whatever. There's a purpose and there's a meaning behind it. So just try and put some perspective on it, as in it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
We're now going to head over to the fan questions.
Yes, we are indeed.
Obviously, being the club legend at Swansea that you are, Wayne, we have had some fan questions submitted in by the wonderful Amy Clement, 94. Check her out on Twitter. She sourced these for us, so perfect.
Yeah. Sorry if we can't read them all out. There were so many, but we've just got a couple on here. Okay, this is from @SCFCAJ, who says, "Who was your favourite gaffer to play under?"
Ooh.
Good question.
Good question.
Very good
question.
To play under, I'd probably say was Laudrup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it was definitely Laudrup because he just kind of let me play.
Yeah.
Obviously, people have different reasons, but for me, he kept it very simple with me, and he just said from the start, he said, if you play well and you do your job, I remember the words he used to say, you always try and find the third line, and it was constantly, if I have to tell you how to play, you won't play.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's where I kind of played probably my best football.
@Steve Pear asks, any chance of becoming a manager, and would you like to manage the Swans in the future?
I think it's very, very, very difficult. It's extremely, and actually the problem is I think it's actually getting more difficult.
Sure.
Cheers.
Timing's everything, it's beautiful. No, yeah, it's definitely becoming harder and harder to be a manager. With it's not even the boys and stuff. The boys are the boys, right? But with outside influences in media and social media and stuff like that, it becomes so difficult. It's almost like a poison chalice because there's only so well you can do for a certain period, and when it does go bad, it falls apart. So in terms of being a manager, I don't see it in my future, but you can never say never, but I just don't see it.
This question is from Liam Thomas 21. It says, favourite goal in a Swan shirt?
Yeah, there's only one. It's the kung fu kind of kick thing that I do.
I thought it would be. We said that, didn't we?
Yeah.
We said
That was kind of wild.
Yeah, iconic.
Yeah, I still don't know how I did that.
Try and replicate that one.
Nah, no chance. I'd need strings. I'd be like Pinocchio or Geppetto.
Ever produce anything like it in training?
Probably,
Yeah.
but yeah.
On a match day? It's just
Match day is different, right? So I remember, I think Gary Monk was the manager then, and he said to me after, he said, I was screaming, control, like bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, and then you did that, and then everyone just shut up. Yeah. It's like, okay, cool.
silence the crowd.
Yeah, just shut up. So
It's unbelievable. @SCFC Carwin said, what's your favourite moment in a Swan shirt?
ooh.
Do you have one that stands out? Obviously the goal that we spoke about.
Yeah, I think the goal, winning the League Cup. I think one of the best ones was my first season at Swansea. Everyone expected us to go down or whatever. And I remember that in Match of the Day, for the first Match of the Day shows, I think they said there's more chance of seeing Elvis again than Swansea staying up.
Wow.
You don't need to hear that, do you?
No, but it's almost like fuel, right?
Sure.
So we stayed up with tons to spare. We did really well, had a great season. So the fans, they're amazing, right? So the last game of the home game of the season, they all turned up dressed as Elvis.
Oh, brilliant.
It was incredible,
That's
right?
class.
So you had elders, you had people, you had kids, all dressed as
right.
Elvis with, shades. So that's one of them as well.
As a player, do you watch Match of the Day like religiously once you played?
I just watch football.
Yeah. Okay.
Football is football, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's a under 16 game, a 21 game, a first team game, an international game, Match of the Day highlights. Is what it is.
So if you'd had a shocker or missed a sitter,
Yeah.
are you fast forwarding that one, or are you going to see what they say about
Definitely fast forwarding it. You want to hear what they say, and then if it's bad, you fast forward
Yeah,
that and
yeah.
never go back to it.
it? Yeah, that's fair.
So
But yeah, that's all the questions we've had. Wayne, Thank you so much for coming on the channel, mate.
You're welcome.
Absolute pleasure.
Absolute lovely, top guy. Thank you so much, Wayne. Means a lot to us.
At least it weren't raining.
That's it. It didn't rain. We didn't get hit by any golf balls.
Some real insights, and yeah, we didn't get hit by any golf balls. Just the lawnmower in the background, as you can probably hear.
Yeah, and the canopy.
And the canopy.
But yeah, thank you for everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, stick around because we've got some big videos coming soon, and we will see you very soon with another episode.